catching feelings, baby. You give me feelings. I just keep them satisfied through the weekend.
Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be installing this 30-inch 13 by 4 lace front wig, and as you guys can kind of tell in the front, there's just a few tiny holes in the front from me plucking it earlier, but that won't affect anything. And they also threw in a pair of cute little lashes for me in this cute packaging. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and slip on my ball cap. As you guys can see, I already did it off camera. And I'm basically trying to scope everything out, figure out where I want things placed. And I'm now taking some of the glue that I also got from AliExpress, and I'm not going to put it directly on my hairline. I'm going to put it a bit further forward, but like tracing my hairline at the same time. I hope that made sense. I really suck at wording things, but I also have to pull the cap down a little bit because it was kind of like interfering with how I will have to place my ear holes and stuff. But yeah, now after tracing out my hairline, I'm going to take some scissors and cut out the ear holes and tuck the cap behind my ear as that glue is drying down. This was me being paranoid, thinking about putting on an extra layer just to make sure that those ear tabs are secure and they won't lift. So yeah, I just placed a bit more glue there, and now I'm going to take some of the Got2b spray in a yellow can and also spray that around my hairline just for some extra security, some extra hold. And I'm also trying to even it out with my finger, making sure it gets everywhere it needs to get and where it needs to be. Alright, now you guys already see that I've started cutting a hole in the cap, and I'm going to cut the rest of it off with the scissors, just going around my hairline. Some of the Got2b glue spray kind of stuck extra unnecessary cap onto my head, so I'm kind of struggling to cut it off, and it kind of made my eyes water a little bit because I was also peeling it off a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm struggling with doing right now. Okay, now I'm moving on to putting a small layer of makeup onto the ball cap so it could blend into my skin nicely. And I'm using a flat brush to apply just a little bit, and I'm also going to buff that out with a bigger makeup brush to make sure it's all blended in really smoothly. I also use both cream and liquid foundation. Okay, now that I have that cap blended in very well, I'm gonna go ahead and flip that lace back so I can place my glue and apply it all on my ball cap and on my hairline so I can melt this lace down. But before I do that, I'm going to take some of this green alcohol and just rub this on where I'm going to be applying that glue and where I'm going to be laying that lace and stuff so I can clean the extra oils and bacteria and stuff so it won't cause my skin to get irritated and disrupt the lace holding onto my skin. Alright, now I'm finally going in with the glue and I'm going to apply about 4 to 5 layers of this before I pull the lace down and melt it down. And I poured a little bit too much right there, so I'm going to take the bottom of this eyebrow razor and spread it out so it could be nice and even. And I also use my finger a little bit to spread it out a bit more evenly so I'll have more control of where the glue is placed. Alright, so I've now put on the melt belt so it can melt everything down, lock everything in place. And I'm also just trying to get used to the feeling of the hair. It felt so nice, I literally couldn't help touching it. But yeah, I'm going to leave this melt belt on for about like 10 minutes, so I will be back. Alright, I'm back now that 10 minutes has passed, and I'm going to go ahead and remove this melt belt. And as you guys can see, it worked pretty nicely. I know I didn't pluck the hairline that well, and I definitely could have done better, but everyone has had their first time with doing something like this before. So yeah, I'm now going to tie up my hair with a scrunchie so I can move on to the next step without anything getting in my way. Okay, so my dumbass realized I cut off half of the lace without recording, so I'm gonna cut off the other half on camera this time and not make the same mistake I did the last time. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with the same scissors I used earlier and cut off this lace. It's giving me kind of a hard time, but I got it off, and yep, it came off really nicely and evenly like the other side, and I cut off just a little piece in the middle. And since I'm done with that, I'm now going ahead and starting on parting the hair, which was kind of hard because I didn't have a hot comb on me at the time. So yeah, your girl was struggling real bad. Okay, so I spent about 5 years off camera trying to get this little part right here. But yeah, like I said, I don't have a hot comb, so I'm using the heat of these flat irons that my best friend Lexi let me borrow. And I just put a little bit of some of the wax stick that I had on the hair so it could lay down and it won't close up the part again. I also plucked the part a little bit because the hairs were like really close together. So yeah, I'm just brushing out the hair and stuff now so I can get ready and start on my baby hairs next. Alright, so here I'm brushing the hair back and I'm going to pluck it just a little bit more. I didn't have a mannequin head, so I felt that it would have been a good idea to do it on my head so I can like see better, if that makes sense. As you guys can see, it's actually working pretty nicely. Like, I'm not sure if you guys just saw how the hairline looked for a second, but it looked pretty decent. But now I'm gonna go ahead and pick out the hairs that I want to use for my baby hairs, and I'm only gonna take just a little bit. Alright, so here I'm showing you guys the tools I will be using for my edges, which is the 24-hour laid edge control and just a normal toothbrush. I should have got an actual edge brush, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these edges so I can go ahead and start with laying them down. And sadly, I had to curl them off camera because the cord was like super short for like the mini flat irons, so I had to like lean over and stuff. But they curled pretty nicely, as you guys can see the little curl flying up on my head. But yeah, I'm now going to use the edge control and the brush that I showed you guys earlier and lay those edges down. As you guys can see, they turned out wonderfully because I spent like 2 hours on them. But moving on, yeah, I'm just trying to touch it up just a little bit and get rid of a few things that I've messed up on. As you guys can see, I've already picked out the hair for the sideburns, and I'm going to go ahead and pluck it just a little bit more. I should have plucked it more than I did now that I'm looking back on this, but yeah, I'm gonna cut that off, and off camera again I'm gonna curl them so it can give me a nice cute little swoop and stuff, so I can lay those down just like I did with the first edge or edges. I don't know. I did the entire other side off camera and they turned out really great. I didn't cut off the extra hair off it yet, but they still turned out really good. Like, y'all, look at that. Look at that little swoop. I did that. That swoop is so cute. I worked so hard on it, so it better look that cute. But yeah, since this is transparent lace, I'm also going to apply just a little bit of makeup on the outside of the lace. Like, you guys see that it's showing a little bit on the side of my head, so I'm going to place some there and place some in other areas that needs a bit more blending. So yeah, I'm going to use a small angle brush to blend all that out so it could look nice and flawless and natural and stuff and blend in really nicely. Okay, so the install is basically damn near perfect, if not perfect. If you guys have any tips you want to like give me, just make sure you leave those in the comments, because I would love some tips to improve, because I will definitely do this again. Like, I look forward to installing another lace front wig again. And please go check out the company I got this hair from, because they definitely hooked me up with this hair. It's gorgeous. It's so good. The lace is a little thick, I'm not gonna lie, but that's the only con I have to say about it. Okay guys, this brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed me installing a full lace front 30-inch buzz down lace wig for the first time, and I myself think that I did a pretty good job. Like, let me know what you guys think, because you know I need a few second opinions, but I think that I did a pretty good job. But if you guys agree with me, make sure you guys leave me a like and leave me a comment. And if you're feeling really generous and want to give me a little gift for my birthday, go ahead and subscribe. But I will see you guys later. Bye.